Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Real Talk podcast. Your hosts are
Christine.
and Kevin. We hail from Vancouver, Canada. Our show is one that talks about real life challenges, experiences. Each episode will delve into a variety of different topics, including hobbies and interests that people might have. Today is our first episode that we're excited to do, and it's called Stroke Survivor. Christine, my friend and co host, she had a stroke 11 years ago, and it left her with left side paralysis.
Yes, I am celebrating my 11th year post stroke this year, 2025, and it is good to be alive.
You know what? I can't say how proud I am of you or say how wonderful I am to be associated with such a positive person
Thank you, Kevin.
and keeping a positive attitude after having a stroke. You are such an inspiration.
I really appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you so much.
Okay, I want to remind everybody or let everybody know that neither one of us are medical professionals, but this stuff can be found on the internet. But we're just bringing it to your attention. Now, Christine, please tell us how many different types of strokes are there that you, because I know you've done a lot of research over the last decade on this kind of stuff.
Right. Well, Kevin, there are three types of strokes. There is the ischemic, and there's the hemorrhagic stroke, which I had, and the transient ischemic attack, also known as TIA. Now, ischemic strokes are caused by blocked vessels, while hemorrhagic strokes are caused by bleeding in or around the brain. That's what I have. That's what I had, and that's what happened to me. TIAs are sometimes called mini strokes because of a temporary disruption of blood flow, and the symptoms are similar to a stroke but with a faster recovery. Now, before I dive into my own experience as a stroke survivor, I also wanted to say kudos to my girlfriends Jazz and Anu for their podcast that they started. And, listening to them, it motivated me and totally inspired me to create our own podcast.
You know what? That's a great shout out.
Absolutely.
I'm happy Jazz and Anu inspired you for that. Uh, and then I'm very, very grateful that you reached out to me to be your partner in this. And I look
Yes.
forward to making more of these
Oh,
in the
it's very
future.
exciting, Kevin. And it was something I was supposed to do 5, 6 years ago, but it just got put on the back burner or on the shelf. There was many projects that were started, and now here we are, and I am so excited to be able to reach out to my fellow stroke survivors around the world and to listen to their feedbacks and their challenges. And most importantly, knowing there is a fellow stroke survivor out there that is going through similar challenges and to be able to say and reach out to them. Now, I know it sounds trite, but I'm going to say it anyways. You are not alone, and never, never give up.
And everybody, that's eight powerful words for you people out there who are survivors. You are not alone. We're going to emphasize that and never, never give up. Eight
Exactly.
powerful words.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm sure you've been asked this uh, a ton of times. What signs, any signs,
That led
led
to
led to your stroke?
my story. Well, you know what? Looking back, there were signs. And the day of my stroke, I woke up feeling pins and needles on my left arm and leg. And we all have felt that experience before. And during the day, I also had headaches, which I ignored. And little did I know the stroke was coming.
Yeah, okay. We're going to delve into this a little more to recognize the signs of a
Hmm.
stroke in a little bit. But you mentioned, yeah, your left hand,
Hmm.
the night of your stroke, you kept dropping your car keys when they were in your left hand.
That's right. Yes, that is correct. You know, it was a sign. In the morning, there were pins and needles on my left side, and later on in the evening, as I was walking to my car, my left hand kept dropping my car keys, and I thought this is really strange, and didn't think much of it. And so I'd pick up my keys, and then my left hand would hold on to them, and I would take a couple more steps towards my car, and my left hand would release it. And that's a sign of left arm weakness. It was happening.
Absolutely, and that's what we're gonna dive into that a little bit more here. Um, when you can Google this information on the internet. There's an acronym out there called FAST. It's valuable information. It can save a loved one if you know this knowledge. Um, it helps identify the signs of a stroke,
Exactly.
and the acronym FAST. Everybody remember this. F is for face. If you notice facial drooping. A,
Is checking for arm weakness, like check if you can even raise your arm. And I did not feel my left arm anymore. I couldn't even lift it.
and S is for speech. If you notice someone with slurred or troubled speaking, let's say that they haven't been drinking, but they just,
Hmm.
you know, they're sober and they have slurred and troubled speaking. Um, and basically, the important one is really T.
Hmm. Well, yes, and T is for time. Need to act immediately by calling for help. Every second, every minute counts.
You know what? If you know FAS, use time to your advantage and get them help.
That's right.
Now, I know we're not going to be able to cover everything about your stroke, but could you say something to our listeners? What would it be?
I would say this is my number one rule: self care. Listen, uh, listen to your body because I was very tired. And what I'm really saying is be good to your body. Listen to your body, rest when you are tired. Don't push yourself to exhaustion. That is crazy. I'm celebrating my 11th year post stroke, and yes, I had to change my habits. I had to change my eating habits. I had to change my sleeping habits. We're all very busy, busy, busy. But you know what? Self care, you need to go to bed early. You need to eat properly. You need to release stress by exercising. When you think of a stroke, you think of people in their 80s and 90s, but the rules have changed. And you think of, your grandma, your grandpa, but that's no longer. And I was too young to have had a stroke. And uh, going to bed early, exercise regularly, your heart will love you for it. Because stress is a silent killer. And I have a recumbent bike that sits in the middle of my living room. It's not a decor, it's to remind me 30 minutes a day is all I need for self care. To keep my legs moving. For those that don't know, I was in a wheelchair for about a year, and to be able to move my legs and cycle, I am very blessed. And 30 minutes on your bike, that improves your blood flow and oxygen and improves blood circulation. Did you know that, Kevin?
Yes, I was I am well aware of that.
Oh, good. Okay. And I have a question for you. Can you guess what time of year do most strokes occur? I mean, when I was in the hospital for 3 months, I did talk to nurses about it, and this was quite interesting when I learned this question, and so now I'm asking you: can you guess what time of year do most strokes occur? Just guess. Take a wild
Well,
guess.
no, it's not a. You know what? When you're
What's that?
talking about stress,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for most people, the most stressful months, um, well, the most stressful month is December. People
Right.
put so much pressure on themselves, uh, for entertaining, going shopping,
Oh yes.
setting up Christmas decorations, having people over.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And what's that saying? Competing with the Jones.
yeah,
Com-
competing with the
competing with. Yes, that's
Joneses.
right. That's right.
Um, but then they face the consequences in January and February when all the bills come in.
Right. The aftermath.
The aftermath,
The
the
aftermath.
credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say, yeah, December, January, February.
You are correct. Now, my number one rule, as we talked about, is self care. And number two rule, everybody knows this, but surround yourself with positive people, positive vibes. It helped my recovery faster in a positive way. I'm just talking about my own experiences, but surrounding yourself with positive people that will encourage you to do better and push yourself to keep pushing and walking and exercising. Those are people you want in your lives. You cannot have toxic people. I'm not only just talking about my own experience as a stroke survivor, I'm just talking about everyday life. You cannot surround yourself with toxic people. It doesn't work out for you.
That's no, that's awesome information.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Moving on to or segueing to a different topic here, and again, we're
You have a
not
lot of
medic
questions, I see.
we're
Okay.
not a medical professionals,
Mm-hmm.
or have no medical background, but we're just talking about your experiences and this
Right.
information that in the next um, topic is just based upon your experiences.
Right.
So, do you continue to take medication now? And can you explain to our listeners the importance of blood pressure readings? Because to be honest, I mean, I have a blood pressure monitor, but even though I have it out in the open, I don't ever remember to use it.
Okay. Well, your first question, yes, I do take my medications religiously. It saves me. And just remember the magic numbers 120 over 80. Those are excellent numbers. And when you see your doctor and you have 120 over 80, your doctor will be very happy with you. Now, remember, both numbers are essential for understanding your blood pressure reading. I mean, it took me a while until I started understanding these, but the blood pressure, your BP, consists of two numbers: systolic and diastolic pressure. Now, systolic blood pressure is the top number, usually the bigger number, and refers to the amount of pressure experienced by the arteries while your heart is beating. Diastolic blood pressure is the bottom number and refers to the amount of pressure in the arteries while your heart is resting in between heartbeats. Both numbers are going to be very important information about you, so always keep an eye on your blood pressure. Be healthy, stay healthy.
Good stuff. Good information to know. And again, you can just find that on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're gonna recap this up,
Okay?
okay? Let's go over fast again because I think that's a very important information
Very
for
important information.
every yeah, because it can identify signs of a stroke and save a loved one.
Right.
So let's go over it again. F.
For face, if you see facial drooping.
A for arms. If you notice arm weakness, check, have check them.
Yeah, check
it-
if they can raise their arm, and trust me, it's a big surprise. Okay.
S.
Speech if you notice slurred or troubled speaking.
And then T for time. You got to act immediately by calling for help.
Absolutely.
Just get on it. If you notice the FAS, get on it right away. I mean, it could save their life.
Time
They
is
might
an-
have
of
some
an
side
essence.
effects afterwards, but the sooner you get them to medical care, the better off they're going to be. Now, Christine's first rule:
Self care.
look after yourself.
Absolutely.
Eat right, exercise.
Do your best to go to bed early.
Go
I
to
know
bed
we have
early,
busy
eat
schedules.
early, eat healthy. Number 2 rule:
Surround yourself with positive people. Be good to your heart. Exercise. Release stress by exercising regularly. Go to bed early. Eat early. Eat healthy. And you are not alone, and don't ever, ever give up.
right on. So to keep this this podcast short, we're gonna close it out now.
And we hope you've enjoyed our show, and we thank you for listening to our first episode of our podcast.
We're your hosts, Christine and Kevin. Until our up and coming episode, feel free to reach out to us at
Chris Kev podcast at gmail.com, and we would love to hear from you, and we look forward to hearing from you.
You know what? Thank you all for listening.
Yes, thank you, and thank you, Kevin. That was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
Okay, have a
And-
great evening, everybody.
Yeah, we'll have a great day.